Come and have a look at this house. But as you can see, there was a ceiling on it, but it's not in the best.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get some specialists, hopefully, if we can find someone to come and have a look.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much for everyone that's come over and subscribed. We're absolutely overwhelmed.
We are, aren't we? Because we never thought, we didn't know when we put something out like what we're doing and what we're on with, that anyone would be interested.
Yeah, so we did ask you for your comments whether you'd like it all on one channel or the renovations and the house on a separate channel. So we tallied it all up, and it seems you'd like to have two lots of channels with us. I don't know why, you must be crackers, but yes. So all the renovations and Bulgaria house bits and pieces are going to be on this one, Northerners in Bulgaria.
Yeah, that's it.
So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do, because it means a world to us.
And right now we're stood at our front door, which is actually in the back garden. So most houses in Bulgaria, we're led to believe, we've been told, that the wrong way around or the right way around. But you don't have your front door onto your roadside.
No, it's very strange. It's taken a lot to get used to, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's because in Bulgaria people don't sort of like to show everybody what everyone's got.
No.
That's what we're led to believe. Correct us if we're wrong, because we don't know. We've only been here for a little bit in Bulgaria. But this is the front door, isn't it? Downstairs.
This is the front door.
The house is 3 floors altogether. This is sort of semi-basement at the back. It's sort of from a road level. It's about 3 foot underground, if you will. So it does. The ground floor is dead cool, isn't it?
Yeah, as it stands at the minute, it's a 3-floor detached house. 5 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 kitchen. And that could all be changing. That probably will be changing, because we don't need 5 bedrooms.
No, there's a lot we're going to do. One thing we're definitely going to be doing is getting some aircon put in it, because even though we're sort of central northern Bulgaria, the weather here the last few days, it's been 30 plus degrees. Yesterday was 32, 33 degrees, and it's perfect, but we've got a lot of work to do. And
we've been told that these are the hot months that are coming up now. So probably the wrong time to start a renovation, but hey ho, we have got a lot of people that are going to be helping us and working on the land while we're not here anyway, because unfortunately we have to go back to the UK at the end of this week.
I know, because we're out here on our Normans on Tour travel channels we mentioned on our intro video. Go over and check us out over there if you're new to this sort of thing, or new to us, and give us a like and a subscribe over there.
We'll be heading back, but we're going to be leaving plans and things that are going to be getting done, so don't worry, there's going to be plenty of content coming your way.
So, without further ado,
come and have a look at this house.
I've got my trusty torch, because it's no lights or no power.
We've no electrical water at the moment, nothing's being turned on.
Yeah.
So this, like I said, this is the lower floor, and it's lovely and cool in here.
It is cool. We're going to shut the door hopefully in a minute if the light doesn't go.
Well, I'd leave it open, Mark, because I'd say we've no light anyway.
Just as an insight, with a lot of properties in Bulgaria, that when people pass away, they put little stickers of like a memorial sort of thing on the walls of the family members who have deceased over time. And they stay on the wall for so long. We're not quite sure when they get removed. Maybe when the new owners come in, you remove it. We haven't done that yet, out of respect. And there's a lot of people's belongings, and normally just shut the places up and leave it. And we're led to believe in this occasion that's what's happened here. So
when you buy a house, you literally buy everything that comes with the house, and it's up to us to empty it and do everything. There's literally things like coffee pots, teapots, tables, chairs. We have been working in here, as you can see. There's a lot of work here around. We've had some people around cutting trees down.
Exactly.
But look at this.
It's like a time warp, isn't it, Lisa?
It is,
honestly. We said on our travel channel a few weeks ago, it's like 20, 30 years behind, isn't it? So it's what we like.
20 years this has been closed away for. And it's, honest to God, it's like someone just gone to work and left it all here.
Exactly.
There's plates in the dish rack. There's all sorts of little bits and pieces up there.
We have gone through
everything.
Pots
and pans.
Because there's some family members who are related to family who live nearby, and we have been through. So we sort of ransacked it, because if there's anything of any, we found pictures and stuff, which will let them have the pictures and stuff.
Yeah, we've said they can take wherever they want, because it's sentimental value, isn't it?
But there's so much to show you. You know, I've got a newspaper to show you in a minute with some dates on. I think it was 1993, something like that. So I'll show you that in a minute, show you how long it's been empty, this place. But this is at the minute a kitchen, which we think is going to stay the same, isn't it?
Yeah, we're just going to rip it all out. Every room is going to be taken back to bare walls. So all this is going to go, which is a mission in itself, because we've got a 5-bedroomed detached house to empty before we even start doing anything.
Now it will be a project, won't it? Obviously, we're not going to go get it all done in one go because obviously funds won't allow it. We're going to carry on with our travel videos over on Norma's on Tour. We do have a motorhome. We are going to prepare some of the garden right down at the bottom for us to park and live in the motorhome there, aren't we? That's the idea.
We already live in it anyway, so that's no hardship anyway.
So this is basically the kitchen with not a lot we can tell you now. I know it's like a vintage stove type thing there, isn't it? I mean, what we're going to do, I don't know. Obviously, that's going to come out the kitchen.
Comments below if you can tell us if it can be renovated. We do actually know someone in the village, don't we?
Yeah, I'd love to keep that. You could use that outside somewhere, I think, for a guest.
I don't know. I think it's an inside one, Mark, but I'm not sure. Now, I did say in one of the videos, this is a very special Bulgarian house. It's not your standard Bulgarian house. The reason why I said that is Bulgarian houses are normally made out of mud bricks.
A lot are mud brick, aren't they? Yeah,
and wood as well, wood beams.
Yeah, this is like brick, like an house brick with like a concrete, and it's been rendered all the way around, inside, outside.
Solid.
Even outside, remind us to show them that outside is like a little underground storage, like a little tool shed, isn't it? That's even been rendered. And
that's where he gets put when he gets annoying.
Yeah, so all the walls and everything are solid, aren't they?
Absolutely solid. Look how thick the walls are.
That's mega thick.
Yeah.
And we're not builders, as we said, but we're pretty sure that it's good because there's no major cracks. There's a bit of a render what's fallen away.
Do you want to take us into the first door?
Yeah, so this is it's going to be our lounge, I think, isn't it?
We are, but we might be taking a few walls out. So we're not, and nothing's set in 100% stone, but...
So basically, you come in, you've got this big entrance all the way. We might try and open this up for the lounge.
Yeah.
We've got the kitchen, which you've just seen, and then...
This was a bedroom, weren't it? Someone's bedroom.
And it might freak some of you out that you see people's belongings, but you've got to see through all that. It is... Unfortunately, in Bulgaria, the process of buying properties is quite simplified, and part of that process is that this the people's belongings are left here. So you've got to see through it and dispose of the stuff.
And if anyone likes TVs, we've got 5 of them.
We said about it being... I mean, look at that. I've been looking on the internet. They're worth quite a bit of money. For a film production company making period dramas and stuff, something like that's perfect, isn't it? I don't think it works, but, I mean... The little wonky button's a bit wonky.
Right down to this as well. We've got things like this, people's drawers.
Yeah. So there has been animals in here. Obviously, don't forget it's 20 years.
20 years
so
it's been empty for.
We don't believe there's any rodents of such in here now. I think they've been and gone.
There's a coat there, Mark. Look at that one there.
Yeah. Look at that, army coats and stuff.
It can take you a little bit getting your head round, but like I say, we have solid floors. We have solid stairs. Look at the stairs. They're made of concrete. They're going nowhere. Yeah,
I'm going to take you. I'm going to don my head torch now because I'm going to take you in and show you the bathroom. But I'm keen on keeping the configuration of the bathroom as it is. So, right. So, as we said, there's no power at the minute. This is like an entrance vestibule, and we've got the bathroom again. You're looking at major renovation. We've got the old water boiler. I mean, it might still work that, but I wouldn't like to use it. And they're not very expensive. They're very, again, simple hot water system. Plenty of cobwebs. That's like window up there, as you can see, is about
onto the street, doesn't it?
It's sort of like waist level if you're standing next to it. So probably from about here down is underground. So this is quite cool here.
So this is like it looks like a 1970s footballer's tub, doesn't it, after a game?
There's 2 seats and stuff, but we're going to remove all this. I think this would make a fantastic utility room for chest freezer and washing machine and stuff. And then that's pretty much it in here at the minute. You can see when we said about everything's been rendered, it looks like it was done maybe when the house became empty and it was never sold, maybe, I don't know. But, and then, this is the bathroom. It looks like something off an horror film, to be fair, when you get locked away, so we do apologise, but there's
we
not
can see a bigger picture, can't we?
I'd like to keep this as a wet room, shower room, you see, because there is a drain there. And this will be one big sort of rainfall. You could have a massive rainfall shower up there, Lisa, and just stand and just get doused with water, especially when it's warm. So that's the bathroom, and then we've got like an understairs storage, haven't we? You don't like it under here, do you?
No, I'll stay here, thanks.
We're going to put loads of LED lighting in, so places like this is well lit up.
It's just a good bit of storage, isn't it, under the stairs?
Now here, we're led to believe that's called a pechka. I think that's the name of it. It's basically like a wood burning stove, and we've not even touched it, to be honest. We've not even touched this bag, to be honest, but there's no chimney or anything on it, but that'll be we're going to utilise that somewhere, aren't we? I don't think it's plumbed in there, but we're going to utilise that maybe to warm up the house. We're going to have plenty of firewood. And believe it or not, this goes all the way around. As you can see, it goes round and back on itself, but I'm not going to go any further just now.
There's a few trip hazards around, Mark, so just be careful.
Yeah,
we've
got John's tools, our friends John and Donna who live nearby. Some of the tools are in here at the minute. So.
Now, the one thing I want to show you, who can remember phones looking like this? Even someone's address book and numbers and things. Look at that.
And it's one of them ones you have to dial 999. It takes forever because it's like one of the last ones.
999 won't work in this country.
I know, but I would just. So yeah, I mean, you know.
This is your first floor, so basically we're thinking of taking a bit of this hallway out because it's a massive hallway. You're losing a lot of house.
And this will be the full lounge area
yes.
then, won't it? All this will be nice, you know.
Right, do you want to go on to the next level, Mark?
I call it like the middle floor, isn't it? So this house, even though it's got 3 floors, it's not massive, is it? It's a bit more than big enough for us.
It's big enough for us.
There's so much storage, and we've got, in the coming up video, we've got so much more to show you. We've got a right treat to show you, haven't we, coming up? Right, let's go up the stairs.
Now on here we're thinking new balustrades, obviously. These don't think they've ever got finished, but look at the stairs. This is what I mean about a solid house.
Yeah,
it's solid. Absolutely solid.
We were well impressed, weren't we? Because
if you're Bulgarian, you'll know that this is built to last.
Straight away, we haven't got to start worrying, have we, about cracks in the walls and stuff. It's brick and rendered concrete. I think anyway. If I'm wrong again, let me know. We're not builders.
But yeah, so this is a middle floor, as Mark says, and we've got another TV down there.
Yeah, that's a nice one, isn't it? I think that's about the early 70s, isn't it?
Yeah.
When I said earlier on about newspaper, was it this one?
What's that one?
Oh, yeah, it's quite old. 23rd of October, look, 2002.
Yeah.
That's how long it's been empty for. Mine boggles, doesn't it? That's when the year our daughter was born, Lisa.
So this has got a kind of like the same layout as downstairs, hasn't it?
More or less, yeah.
That's where the kitchen is downstairs, and this is where the living room's going to be. So
we was going to use this as
a living room, but we've changed his mind, haven't we?
Sort of like, it reminds me like a care home when you come in here, Lisa. I don't know why. not being disrespectful, but...
Yeah, so we're going to have this as a bedroom. Now, the reason being, I won't show you too much of the garden yet, but that is going to be changed into patio doors, and we're going to be able to walk out on something very special that I'll show you in a bit.
Yeah.
But we're going to put an ensuite in here. It's that big, you can put an ensuite in the bedroom in here as well.
We'll probably put an ensuite up here or something, and have the waste going across. It might have to be boxed in on the stairways or something. Again, we're not right sure. Put the waste and the water down. Well, we can get water supply from there, but the waste for the toilet's the other side, isn't it? So
and the good thing is, they have put some wallpaper on, but you don't paper in these countries. So that's coming down, the walls are good, and everything's going to get sprayed white. Yeah. It's just going to go pure white to make it nice and bright in here. But we're going to get rid of all this furniture first.
Well, what people tend to do in Bulgaria is burn a lot of stuff, but, you know, it's
like
perished.
Like true northern style, when we bought a house in non-burning season, you just don't have fires because it's too hot at the moment. So again, that's going to delay the job a tiny bit.
Yeah, we will recycle stuff for those who are keen on it. I'm massively keen because coming up again in a future video, we're going to look at renewable energy. The electricity in Bulgaria is cheap anyway, isn't it? But
it is very cheap, like everything.
Bulgaria, but we're going to look at solar panels and stuff. As soon as we get all this sun, we used to having it on the motorhome solar panels.
Yeah.
So,
but look, another TV. That must be like your 50-inch TV back in the day. No, it's a massive one, right?
Yeah, it looks like that says colour at one point. That was a colour, so that might have been the late 70s, early 80s they set there.
There is some really old pieces in this house, and like I say, we might open it up and let just people come and take what they want.
Yeah,
there's a decorating table here, but we're not going to be decorating. No. Again, another big hallway, huge, massive hallway.
That'll probably do as a workbench outside when we get cracking. So that's like our main, hopefully, going to be our main bedroom. We're going to have an air conditioner in there.
So we've got 2 more bedrooms here.
I've just put that little lock on there because we're
storing stuff in there.
We're going to store some stuff in here. So
this is another bedroom. Now I decluttered this the other day, but as you can see, concrete, everything is dry. There's nothing wet. It's just brilliant. Normally, when you go into a Bulgarian house, you'll have holes in the roofs. You'll have damp patches coming through. It's just perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We've got a couple of tiles which we found when we looked around originally, it was really chucking it down and little drips coming.
They've just been displaced, aren't they? They're not damaged or anything.
One was cracked, I think, but that's easy enough. We're going to get people in to do that.
Hey, Mark, that must be watching TV in bed.
I know.
Everywhere. The good thing is, like we said, everything's like back in the 80s here. So they have a scrap man, they have a tractor man. He's just brilliant. Everyone's got their own individual little job. So the bins, you don't have bins like you do back in England here. There's a big skip on the street that everyone shares, but you only put stuff in there that you just cannot get rid of.
Get rid of or recycle or whatever.
Yeah, so it's not overflowing within a day. People are very careful of what they put in there. Yeah. Like I said, during the out of burning seasons, everything just gets burnt.
Yeah.
So we have got another bedroom next door. I'm sorry if it's vibrating a bit, but the house is very empty at the moment. So
yeah, it's always going to be like this, but it retains its cool. It's cool, isn't it?
It's cool in here.
This is quite a good bedroom, isn't it? This one.
This is a massive bedroom.
There's a bit of damp going off up there, maybe.
Yeah, but that's on the wallpaper. It's not on the wall.
Yeah.
This is all going to clean up again. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of the bed.
I know.
That must have been a king back in its day, Mark.
I know. It's big, isn't it? That.
A little heater there.
Yes.
So if you've got an half a design, you're probably going, oh, you could do this and do that. Put it in the comments what you think we should do. So just up here is the third landing, and this is the attic rooms. Again, we need a new balustrade.
Well, we say the attics, but it's a proper floor, isn't it?
It is a proper floor. Missing a window there, but that hasn't mattered because it's so dry here. It's not affected it.
I think it's cooler up here today
because the window's open. Now we've got two rooms up here. This is the smaller of the two. I'll let Mark go in first so he can get cobwebs.
This is still, look at how big this is. You can make this into a bedroom or a study.
If you stand there, then we'll get some kind of...
I'll put my light on.
Yeah, it gets a bit dark up here.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
It needs a bit of...
Can you imagine it all being like rendered and plasterboarded and... Oh, it'd be gorgeous.
And it needs a bit of work. This all needs lining and stuff, doesn't it? And making sure it's waterproof felt or whatever it is to put on.
I think what I need to do here, Mark, is put doors here.
Yeah.
Walk-in wardrobe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
for all them charity purchases that I get.
You can't quite walk in, but you could. Can you imagine all the storage you've got there? You've got tons of storage. There's a lot of work cleaning it out, but it's just never been used. But
there's all the original beams as well. Good roof, like I said, very good roof. Few tiles need putting back on. Yeah. The guttering has been affected, but that's getting put back on as well.
That's all going to get done, isn't it? Yeah.
20 years, what do you expect? I'd rather have a bit of guttering and all walls falling down.
Yeah.
But then you come across here, and... it's your second attic room. This is even bigger. Look at this one.
You could have
its own window.
You could have. Well, we can use this as a 4-room. Retain these beams. You could even put rope or something around them, couldn't you?
Just shut that door, Mark, then they can see behind you just how big it is. Look at that.
You see one of the tiles up there.
There's one of the tiles up there that just needs pushing over, and it's back on again.
But this is like. Look at the space you've got in here, and then you've got up there as well, Lee. So
you add that storage up there as well.
What's concreted over.
But that might get boarded in, Mark, where we hatch so you can get into it.
Well, maybe. We'll see. We might even put some steps up or something. We don't know. There's that much.
These rooms are quite hot, aren't they? The heat rises.
But look at the floor concrete
Solid floors. No beams, no wood. We're not sure why all this wood's up here. I think they've just been storing it, haven't they?
There's shoes there from Dick Turpin. Look.
Dick Turpin.
Cut her all down. Look. Mad, isn't it?
A lot of cleaning and a lot of hard work coming our way, but we can't wait. We just can't wait. And we're going to show you some of the selling points now to this house because we've showed you the bits that you use every day, but come and have a look at this. So here it is, one of the selling points from the reason why we really wanted this house. Look at that. Absolutely amazing.
Fantastic view, isn't it, that?
Yeah. We've got a bit of a decorative bit here that needs repairing, but it's just decorative. It's not the house, it's the edge of the house.
Yeah, well, it's all in the tiles. We know it's still structural for the roof tiles,
this is perfect.
It just needs piecing in, which we're going to get some roofing people.
Can you imagine a little coffee area here in the mornings? Oh, it's going to be great. Can't wait.
Well, it is fantastic, isn't it? And this, in the winter. In the winter, right over there, you get the mountains which are snow-capped and stuff.
You do, you get the snow-capped mountains.
But yeah, it's fantastic.
We've got his own walnut tree as well, Mark.
We have a walnut tree there, and you can see our land where we've been streamed to at the bottom. and then it's wide, it goes right past where the house is. But that'll come up on another video. We're not going to show you any more of the garden just now, because that'll be on the next video, won't it?
You've even got a view here. I mean, we could turn this whole way into something, couldn't we?
Like a lounge type thing, couldn't we?
Yeah. Come and have a look at this as well, because you're not going to believe this as well.
I have to watch. I've been told I've got to watch these stairs.
Well, you've not to hold on to, so you're going to have to hold on to these.
They're a little bit irregular, but once we're tiled and levelled up and stuff, we'll be fine, won't we? So we're now, just for clarity, we're going back down to the middle floor, aren't we?
Are you ready? Ta-da!
Again,
a second balcony.
I'm not showing you too much of a garden, but it's a wraparound balcony, isn't it? Are you going to walk up there and you'll see the width of what it is?
Look how big it is.
And it goes round the side, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness, that sun's lovely. And it goes back round here as well.
So that is like, for us, with all this landing space, like Chicco could have his own thing up here. Once it's all got new balustrades and stuff on, Chicco could be up here. He's safe, isn't he, from snakes and things?
Yeah, but who's Chicco, Mark? You've not told them who Chicco
well,
is.
We're keeping him a secret, weren't we? Yeah, so those of you new to our channel, Chicco is, I call him a little rat boy, don't I?
He's not a little rat boy, he's our little baby. He is a 2-year-old Chihuahua.
Yeah.
And if you go over to Nova's onto our other channel, you'll find out all about him, and he'll be in here very soon.
And he'll be helping us with stuff, won't he? Sniffing and
oh,
grubbing.
yeah, not having a free ride.
Oh, here we go.
This is Mark's little favourite space at the moment. I think he's found a little treasure here.
We mentioned this earlier on, didn't we? Like a little tool store or tool shed. There's a few cobwebs down here.
I'll let you go in there.
But that is, again, it's nice and cool because you're semi-underground down here. When I said
this could be like a storage place for food, you know.
Yeah, that might be what it was at one point.
Yeah.
So, but that is a little concrete shelves and stuff. Again, it needs needs
emptying.
There's a bit of render and stuff, and some of the cement coming away there.
It's
but
nothing much.
You know,
walls, good walls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to show them around the corner because there's too many cobwebs for my liking in there?
I've got a question as well for anyone who's.
All right, above your head, Mark.
Cobweb.
Yeah.
It's full of them, isn't it? There's quite a lot since I last in here. For those of you who know a lot about Bulgarian properties and stuff, why did people keep bottles? Because we've got bottles everywhere.
We've got more bottles than a bottle factory.
Honestly, everywhere you look, bottles. But some in the house, isn't there? Jam jars. But there's so much room and storage, it's going to take a hell of a lot to clean it all out, you know.
Yeah.
But it hasn't got to be done straight away. But it's just been left, hasn't it? You know, the floor needs redoing. I don't quite know why that's gone. So that might have been a water leak what's done that at one point. So yeah, that's, as you can see, we've definitely got plenty to do. We're not going to be bored.
I'm calling that the spider room. Ooh,
yeah,
not for me.
I might leave that door open for a bit, see if we can get some cats in to get rid of everything.
Cats. So that brings us back to the front door again. Now, you might be thinking, they've got a good property there. It doesn't stop there. We've got some more. We've got a lot more. Now, this is going to be the second phase of a renovation. This is going to be when the house is done, the garden's done. Yeah. We're going to start a project on these buildings and see if we can repair these back to old Bulgarian houses that they once were. It's a barn, but it looks like they've made it into 3 separate rooms.
Semi-residential and some like cattle pens or something. But when we said about this being brick and concrete and everything else, and I know it's brick because if you look there, you can see there's bricks and then look at the thickness of the concrete. But
here we go.
This is mud brick. So with mud brick, if it's not protected, the rain washes it away, doesn't it?
So look at this. These are 3 individual rooms. They used to be an upstairs, but we're thinking of taking that floor out and just making it one big massive barn. Yeah. Isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So we might lose some of it. We wanted to try. Once upon a time, it used to go the full width of the land, which, as you can see,
right into that corner over there.
Where we've cleared the land, where the clearing is in the field, that's where it used to be.
But as Mark says, if the tiles go or the trees move the tiles, you can see at the end here, the rain gets into the mud brick, and it's like any mud. You can wash it away with water.
Just dissolves away, doesn't it? Which is a shame. So that's obviously that's not safe. This isn't. Well, none of it's safe. Let's be truthful. But it's not attached to the building, bolted or anything.
No.
It's not gonna. If it fell down, it'd just. That'd be it. Unfortunately.
There's our balconies up there that we've just been showing you.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get some specialists. Hopefully, if we can find someone to come and have a look. Again, if you know much about this stuff, you know, all we want it, I really think it's going to end up being is like a lean-to with like a big have it for entertaining or storage, and it's just going to be like a barn front with
Take
a
the
roof
actual
in.
wall off.
And you can come in. I mean, it's not.
Like I say, this is what the first thing we can think of, but it's probably going to change. But as you can see, there was a ceiling on it, but it's not in the best.
Yeah. Then above there, you've got the.
But we have
roof,
been reassured that that's an easy fix.
No, well, I want the floor out, Lisa.
You want it out?
Because it's
That
pointless.
fireplace, wow.
It's pointless to us having a thing like that. We're not going to use it to live in or anything. We'll just have it as a facility, won't we, to store things or
When you
whatever.
come into another room here, it's got a window. This ceiling's not too bad in here, but it has gone again there.
Yeah.
And this thing here, we've learnt, it's a heater, isn't it?
Sweet corn there, I know.
Sweet corn. So the fire I've just showed you in the other room, you get that blaring, it comes into here and this heats all this up. It's a bit big for a small room like this, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's what they used to do. That's the old-fashioned way of heating these rooms. Good brick though. Good brick there, Mark. We could take it back to the brick actually. It looked really quite nice.
That's on the roadside, isn't it? That there. So that's what I'll probably want to do with this. And again, you know, it's a bit of a gamble with properties in Bulgaria. We have seen some on the market because I have been looking for well over a year, just on and off. And some of the stuff is when you're buying a property for argument's sake, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 in Bulgaria. It might just be like what this barn is here. So
yes,
some people flatten it, some people will restore it. And I get the take because we're in a village here in sort of central northern Bulgaria, and I get the take that they want you to try and retain the history rather than flatten it and put your plastic buildings
like
up.
It
and,
should be.
You know, so that's what we're going to try and do.
This is what you would normally buy. This is a Bulgarian house. So you have mud floors.
Yeah.
You have mud walls. So when we say we're very, very lucky and this is a dream house, that's what we mean. We have got a solid concrete house and it's not moved and it's not got any cracks, not like in here.
Yeah.
So yeah, this has stood 20 years. I'm sure it can wait a bit longer. The house and garden will be done first. So there she is in all her glory. We do hope you've enjoyed that house tour. It makes a change, doesn't it? Us going around a house. She's absolutely glorious, as you can see.
It's going to be so good, and we're so fortunate in our journey since like a couple of years ago, quitting our 9-to-5 jobs and sort of travelling around and sort of partly making a sort of little bit of success on YouTube with people watching our videos. We're so fortunate to be able to then sell our house, which was on the market for well over 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
So yeah, we're so thankful at the minute. You know, we don't seem to get a lot of good luck.
I do put a lot of hashtag living the dream on the other channel. This is living the dream.
It is, yeah.
Now, I've got a question for you before we go. We need a name for the house. Please put in the comments what you think we should call this house. Nothing silly, please. It's going to be absolutely beautiful when she's done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you can think of a name, put it in the comments below. But we're going to leave it there, guys, because I'm absolutely boiling. I'm stood in full sun and it's about 12 o'clock.
And it's about 30 degrees. So
you need to get a cap on.
I do. So join us on the next one because we're going to show you our land and garden, aren't we?
We are.
Hopefully what some plans are going to be with that. So do stay tuned for that one coming up very soon.
And we'll catch you as always on the next one.